can tell it was intentional, obviously. What is this little battle going on right now? Look at him go. The boys are back in town here. The boys are back in town. Why is he going to pass? He's going to try and pass
grid, but like I said, on the
Join us where fear flickers in the dark and dances with daylight. What twisted minds unleash twisted fire. Enter the unknown. Universal Horror Unleashed.
At Marshall's, our buyers hustle 24/7, so you never have to compromise on quality or price. Who said expensive taste had to be that expensive?
I'm impressed. Let's talk numbers.
We get the deals, you get the good stuff.
Hold up. Domino's medium specialty pizzas are just $9.99 when I mix and match. I figured premium pizzas, premium prices. Clearly not as much as Dom.
Hello one, hello all, welcome to Formula 7 Tier 4, Round 2, Bahrain. Today in the commentary box is Nathan, who's joining me. How are you, Nathan?
I'm good, John, how are you?
I am very good, it's been a long time coming, this has.
El circuito está libre por el momento. Podemos salir.
Looking forward to this one, and glad to have you back in the comment box as well.
Good few months, be preparing.
Yeah.
So out on track currently is Fritzy, 5411. One of the new drivers is Tier 4. I believe they raced one of the last races, Tier 3 last season, I think.
Yeah, German driver joined, didn't he, right at the back end, and he's done really well actually since coming in, to be fair to him.
As now, the first time of my year in commentary, taken away with Fritzy as we head down the main straight. Now on board with the Scuderia Ferrari down into turn 1. DRS wide open. Past the pit wall with the Haas there as we head into turn 1. Heavy braking zone. You want to make sure you want to grab the apex. Go a little bit wide there through turn going into turn 2 so you can get a better exit. Get that foot to the floor through turn 3 now. DRS wide open going down into turn 4. Burning that battery all the way down into the braking zone again. A little bit of right hand here, a bit of careful. You don't get on that curve too much. You did a little bit. It's now into turn 6, into turn 5, and through turn 6. It's
Bien, ¿todo listo? Pues vamos.
Heavy braking zone again. Don't get grab too much rear end. Slam on the brakes, and through we go. Up the hill now into turn 8 or turn 9. Again, very hardcore this one, especially with the fronts. Makes you go straight on, which makes it quite difficult. Again, DRS wide open, burning the battery straight down. Go into the left-hander here. Bit of a curve inside, but the grab that a bit too much rotation, slide the car a bit too much. As we head through turn 12, into turn 13. Turn 14 now, turn 13. Got a nice apex there, got apex very well. And no oversteer, no understeer. Able to have that much confidence in the car, especially on the first run. We head into the final corner, but then onto the curve a bit too much there. As he runs straight to the line, DRS open again, as he sets a 129.8.
Yeah, a decent lap there from Frizz in the Scuderia Ferrari. You have a Salva going to the line as well. That is Mad Riot at 1:31.3, so he's around 2.3 off the lap time of Frizz. Which you're always going to find, especially in Tier 4, the drivers' pace difference is going to probably be the biggest across all of the tiers, because there's no way you can go below Tier 4, so you're going to get slower drivers and you're going to get quicker slower drivers. As we know, Tier 3's pole time was 27.3, which is ridiculous. It should have been about a 28, and then you would look around about a 128.5 max all the way down to down to wherever you might go. As you can see, Kevin Gamer is through to the line at 130.3 for the Williams. So it's all a bit all over the place. Kevin Gamer, my goodness, he's showing up. He showed up in Australia and he's already set decent lap times in Bahrain.
Like the 1, 2, 3, 4 to 0 be on my keyboard to change drivers.
You can, I love that's the best thing about it. You don't have to click through, you can just press it, but it only goes up to 10. You can press 1 and 0 to 10, but then you can't do anything below that.
Well, you can't only have to click at the same time. Apologies everyone, I'm faffing around.
So yeah, you have to press 1, 0, then switch to 10, and then, but it doesn't work for anything down past 10, so it's really good for switching between the top 10 really quickly. Bridge is out. Oh, Bridge is a lap and then decided to retire in Q1. That is it, done.
Well, it's going to take away with Oliver James.
Mira, estamos justo en el límite, nos bajaron a la 11ª posición.
He's back on track. It's great to see Oliver back on track. He's been through an incredible life journey, and this is his safe space, and this is where he comes to enjoy racing and to be part of a community and a part of a team and make friends. And Oliver James is the definition of that. He showed up here in Bahrain exactly a year ago today on the 11th of January. He did not go to plan. He was in the steward's room quite frequently after that race. Didn't have the best of races. He took some time out. He's come back. He's returning here in Bahrain, and he's going to set his first lap back, and he goes to 7 with a 1:31.4. But yeah, great to see Oliver James back.
The giant stick sneaks up into P3 as Nick Julian goes to P2 as well in Williams and Red Bull. As Shining Storm 19. Oh, it's a bit of a car off track there. I think that was the pass of Jenny. Right behind him, he's got the DRS wide open now. Boom, but kind of nice, faint little toe from the Aston Martin ahead of him. Both people want to do it again. That was potentially offset back. And with the issue for him. As through the long corner, it just feels so long, doesn't it? This type of corner.
It does. I'm actually surprised, sorry, just going back to what you said previously, I'm surprised to see Dennis in Tier 4, but as we're riding on board, was it Shining Swan we're on board with? Going down towards turn 14 and 15, so the driver from Macau is going to be next to the line. It's going to be quick, it's a 1:30.1, it's up to 5. But yeah, as I was saying about Jennifer Lee, I'm really surprised. His lap times that he submitted didn't show that he was Tier 4, it showed that he was probably Tier 3. He was, he said, I think I'm Tier 4. He was given a chance by the league directors. He showed up in Australia and he was rapid. We know from the times that when he used to race with Charlie Rayno as teammates in Tier 2, and he was right at the top of Tier 2 as well. We know he's a very quick driver. Surprised to see him in Tier 4, but I can probably see him improving quite significantly as the season progresses. So watch out for Jennifer.
Got on there, and Sean went into turn 1 and ran a bit wide, went off track ever so slightly and validated his lap. You might be seeing a lot of that in the race, with people sending it down the inside. Lucky 86 on the lap now. Turn 4 we go. DRS wide open, braking again. Can he get on that? Can he stay away from the curve? Burns the battery straight to turn 5. Here we go. Into 6 now. Very, very lenient there. Very hesitant on the throttle. Not enough confidence, I don't think, in the car. Or maybe the self. Like, I know a lot of drivers do test their self. A lot of practice. Head down into the Fernando Alonso corner where he dived it on. And he's locked up. He has locked up. And that might be his lap bit ruined. As OGK Swiss is actually on a lap. 4/10 up on his lap. Going through the final corner with the white Red Bull livery from Japan in 2025 as he goes P9.
Yeah, only 2 drivers will be eliminated here in Q1. 9 minutes to go at the moment. That is Salut and Tupapi that will be going out, but they are both yet to set lap times, same as MSCF1 Cinders and Sean. MSCF1 Cinders is just starting a lap now in the Alpine, so he will be the next driver to get a lap on the board. Julius is retired as well, so he's also going to save his tyres in that pit lane. But we ride on board with Cinders as he come through turn 2 and 3.
With the new IHOP value menu, all your breakfast faves, like pancakes, eggs, and bacon, are just $6 every day. Cheesy scrambles, French toast, and omelets with pancakes, all $6 each. The new value menu, every day at IHOP.
Now through the S's and down towards turn 8 at the hairpin. The right-hander takes a wider line and then just sort of cuts in with that, and you can see the tyre marks on the circuit where other drivers have begun to spin out. And look at the tyres on the floor here as we head in towards turn 10, and then that DRS will kick in once again. The rear wing wide open, and that use of the battery as we head in towards turn 11. Around, just hugging the apex, a little bit wide to the outside, but not too bad here from MSCF1 Cinders. His teammate is not here today. He's been called out to an event, so it is Salut that will take his place. Around turn 13, back onto the throttle, just managing that battery really, really well as we head just slightly downhill. Elevation is pretty much flat around here, but you do get a little bit of sneaky bumps here and there that just sort of catch you out of the final corner at turn 15, down towards the start-finish line here in Q1 with 7 minutes to go, and it's P10 for Cinders.
And now Sean coming around the final corner, very fast there, very confident as well with the front end, being able to just swish it straight through. And across the line, in his set, 29, it drops him up straight to P4 as Salut is about to come across the line, goes P5.
Yeah, great lap that for Salut. Sean as well in the McLaren up to P4. This is looking really competitive. The Saubers are not safe here. Oliver James and Honda VTEC are back out on track as well. And then Tapapi is into the pit lane. So still a lot of competition out there, Jon.
There is. There's always going to be competition that we can always see. And I want to mention last season, from season 10, Oliver James got a bit wide there, dragging that car around every corner. From season 10 to now, I would say, personally in my opinion, so far the best improved driver that we've seen from when he first joined, I think it was near the end of season 9, is Kevin Gamer. Used to be, consistently at the back, but now look at him. We've put him in this tier. He's now able to fight. He's in P9. And he's doing really well. As well as near the end of tier 3 last season, he was able to fight a bit more. He got a lot better. The improvements he was making was very good.
Sorry, one of the drivers is just trying to get in, and I told him to add my account and not the Formula 7 account like an idiot. Right,
so through turn 2 we go now. Oliver James dragging the car straight through. Got a bit safe there through turn 3, a bit cautious. Stayed away from the apex and the curb. I feel like Oliver might not be comfortable on the curbs here, Nate, because he's staying away from them quite a lot.
Yeah, I think he's just going to be a little bit rusty, isn't he? And he's going to start getting the feel for it again. So yeah, definitely interesting. Keep our eyes on Oliver. Wow, he had a huge snap there, didn't he?
He did. And you just can't get the rear rotation through the corners, and then keep the stability of the car. And then on the corner exit, just looks like the rear really wants to let go. It's through the third DRS straight now. Sorry, Oliver James again. Is he confident enough? Is he going to full send it through here? Gets on the curb, bounces quite a bit of an offset for him. As he lost a bit of speed right over. He cuts a bit of the track to get a bit more time. It might have lost him a little bit of traction there because the track is a bit dirty. That's a purple sector 2 there. He's 1 second up on his time right now as he goes down the back straight, burning the battery like every driver does. This is where you can gain the most if you use all that battery pack right away. Oliver again on the curb again. Bit of an input there, I would say, that he had with the wheel as he goes P9. This 1.2 improvement.
Yeah, good lap. And now you've got both Saubers out on track. You've got Vicious Vicar, the father, just in front of the son of Mad Riot, but they are going through the circuit together. And the Saubers will know they have to improve, but they've got the pace to improve, both Saubers. We know how good they are. Mad G's a former world champion. Vicious Vicar was incredible come the end of last season. So surprised to see them down in 14th and 15th, and I'm sure we'll see some sort of gains from the green machines before the end of this qualifying session.
There's a few yellow flags on track. That's I'm colourblind. Is that a V-carb?
What's that?
Just going through section 1 now into section 2. That is a V-carb, I think. As Matt Wright and Vicious Vicar currently holding hands going through a park, doing quite well. Vicious Vicar 4 temps up, purple sector 2. Very confident. Same with Matt Wright back there. He just went straight through that corner. Looked like he was really confident. traction in the car. As through the final corner we go now. Across the line, Vicious Vicar goes P7. It goes straight to Mad Riot, who goes P3.
Great lap from Mad Riot. Both the Saubers have turned up now. They've turned up the heat, knocked it into second gear. OGK Swiss is coming through sector 1 in the Red Bull. Honda VTEC is just in front of him, and Tapapi is just in front of them. So you've got all three drivers that are battling elimination here in Q1, all out on track, giving it their all now.
I think OGK Swiss might have backed off on his back. He might have got a bit dirty air for the corner beforehand. And he has, I guess, he has backed off his back, recharged the battery back, battery back up as Puppy 86 got a bit wide there through the second to last corner. Down straight, running the battery all the way down. He's in a harvest mode again now. He's used up all the ERS lap. As fire across the line he goes now. He goes P17, not an improvement, not enough. But Honda VTEC 94, 10th down for the looks of the time. Bit of a snap there, bit of a correction on mid-exit the corner as he now goes E16, stays where he is, as Cinder's off track here, letting everyone going into turn 1 fast. OJK Swiss retiring the pit. Oliver James has put it in the wall. Oliver James in the wall.
I don't understand how why Oliver James is still out on track. Oh, did he do another cool down lap and then went again? He probably is safe. You've got OGK Swiss in the pit lane. He's on the brink. You've got Cinders on an out lap. Honda VTEC is done another lap but didn't improve. Tapapi did another lap and didn't improve. And the other driver that's just joined, Manzifa, has just joined, and he's not going to be able to get a lap in on time, but he will be for the race. So at the moment, it doesn't look like anybody else is going to be able to set a decent lap unless Honda VTEC can get round and get back out for another lap, which I don't think is feasible here. So it looks like Cinders and K-Swiss will be safe.
That will be, but Oliver James accidentally placing it into the wall. That's going to knock some confidence for the next qualifying session, I reckon. Ow. Yes, not overshot the corner. I think the curve just lit up the rears a bit too much, and then that was the oversteer and they dropped the car.
So Manzifa is going to be in for the race. Unfortunately, didn't get it quick enough to set a lap, but he will be there for the race. 18 drivers on the grid here in Tier 4, and it looks really competitive. If you're looking at the drivers' times, yes, we know they're quite spread out, but that's what you'll get from the bottom tier. But these drivers, don't get me wrong, we are going to have one hell of a race when we get started. Into Q2, 15 drivers. Manzifa, Tapapi and Honda VTEC are all out. Cinders and K-Swiss are safe. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Gamer, when he went through turn 1, absolutely tanked the curve. It did not have any reaction. The car didn't react badly. It actually looked like it had improved when he first did turn 1, the first time I saw it. Well, that was quite slow. This time he got up really quick. And Kevin Gamer through the panel onto the corner again now. Bit of an oversteer, I reckon, there. A lot of wheel corrections.
Yeah, I'm not sure Cinders has to waste his soft compound tyres here, Jorn. I'm surprised to see him still going.
Massive block for Cinders as well. Sadly, I don't have the smoke on for lockups. Not at the moment. But I reckon I could turn it on when we change it to see if someone just locked up. That would sound pretty neat.
Sorry, mate. Did you say sorry, mate? I was as you're talking, I'm always trying to look at stuff and update stuff. Like,
don't worry, I know. I'm absolutely jarring. Don't worry.
Apologies. Cinders will come down towards the line. He's going to be into the 130s. It's a 130.3. I think he did improve there actually. Yeah, by 4 tenths as he got to the line. So he would have been safe anyway. He would have been safe, but he just wanted to put a marker down. So yes, Priz is the fastest in Q1. The German driver on top once again. If you want to take us through it, Jan, I will update the stats.
So, P1 is Fritzy, P2 in qualifying 1 is Julius, P3 P3, Giant Stick, Mad Riot, P4, Sean, P5, Salah, P6. I haven't seen him this high before. P7 is Gillen, and P8 is Jenny. P9, Vicious Vigor, P10, Shing Swarm, Kevin, P11, P12, Oliver James, P13, Doug, Cinders, P14, 15, Jacob Swift, Honda is out, Poppy is out, and Manzifa is out, which are 16, 17, and 18.
I just need to add Manzifa to the drivers.
Let's have a bit of a slow moment. I thought I saw Jake in tier 4 chat then.
EA. I cannot remember who was in that Mercedes then. Who went out in P16 in that Mercedes?
Just
you
change
remember
the
it was?
settings so we can see. P16 was Honda VTEC.
That's it, thank you very much. Honda VTEC, brilliant. Right, that's it for Q1. On to Q2.
Well, I've just changed the
Look at
graphics
that
settings.
goat, the goat in the Twitch chat. That is a goat emoji.
Bien, el auto está listo, salgamos a la pista.
I was going to say something down and then I thought I might get banned if I do that.
Yeah. What a compliment. Name and better relations. All the names and the barriers. There is the guy who loves them. Yes. No. 15 drivers head through. Oliver James is one of them drivers in the Racing Bull. We've got McLaren, Sauber and Ferrari out on track. Priz is not messing about. He was fastest in Q1 and now he's back out on track to give it his all once again. And he is doing something that people are not allowed to do. Priz, be careful, mate. He's just driving. He's just not driving around the track. He's just driving right over it to avoid using tyre wear, which is He's doing it consistently as well. Just be careful, Priz. He's literally not taking any corners that he doesn't need to take.
Don might see this, Priz. Be careful.
Yeah. Be careful, Priz. It's against the rules to cut the track even on in-laps and out-laps per the rules, so just be careful, mate.
I've watched turn 4, the final before it's completely cut in a sec.
Yeah, I think he is.
So, say, Jokic up to McLaren. Oh, right. Not.
So, yeah, he just wants to try and avoid the wear on his tyres, which I understand, because I'm guessing into his strategy for the race, he's going to need them. So, down towards turn 1 and for the Scuderia, he was quickest in Q1, he wants to get out and get back in.
Got to see the grass on the very left there, when he's in the braking zone.
So, no, it didn't look like it affected him, Bjorn. He looks, you can see the racing line that he's taking. He's right over to the left-hand side. This, it looks like a really competitive lap, like a real raking lines that he's taking.
He's got a potential Eastern driver. Didn't rock off this time, did have a little bit of luck last time. Managed to get past straight, so power down, DRS beat Goat. I think that was a bit of bonus here, for a lack of a rear downforce. Didn't it?
Yeah, this is a really neat lap from Priz here. And I think it's an absolute banker into Q3 here for Priz. We know he's got the pace in tier 4. Potentially on the slower end of tier 3, so he should be right up there. He's probably consistently top half of tier 4, and he's doing a splendid job here in Bahrain. He's going to come down to the line. It's a 1:29.6, not as quick as Q1 actually. Mad Riot a 1:29.9, only 3 tenths off the pace of the Ferrari. Shane MCW will be next in the Papaya McLaren. Here he comes to the line. It's going to be in the 1:29s as well, and it's fastest in Q2, a 1:29.643. But for how long? Because there is drivers queuing up, and Oliver James is going to be next.
Great cross the line, Oliver James, going to beat the Salad. Yeah, was not Salad. That was Kevin. Salad starting on lap. As he goes through turn 1, bit of a correction instantly. That's through turn 3. It's away from the apex and the curve. There's WRS wide open. And side of it. And grabs the apex ever so deep. There's Gull 12 goes fastest by 4/10. Why would it assume that is the fresh set stop there?
Yeah, it's gotta be. And they're probably not wanting to waste tyres. They're just getting out, getting a lap on them soft compounds, getting back in and just leaving it at that. Because you're gonna need the tyres fall off so quickly around here. They're gonna need everything they can get in the race.
As Salah now through
Nos bajaron a la 12ª posición.
Big hand goes to the left for a little bit and then straight to the right. Might cause a bit of a strain if you're on a wheel. There's Salah right away through the water. Wait, Bahrein has 16 turns, right?
15, isn't it? I think.
It's fine, we'll just add an extra one.
Yeah,
Your
I
corner.
thought this corner that you're going through now is 14 and 15 both together, but I might be wrong. So look, it's coming down towards the start finish line. It's going to be the 130s or 130.9. That is not as quick as he showed in Australia. In Australia, he was absolutely rapid. But he's not the same here.
So with it very close between the Williams and the Red Bull there. Sorry to cut off, Benny. That was very close.
Hey, you're all right.
Wow, it's a bit dangerous for the Red Bull.
Close. What is going on there between the drivers? They were both on laps as well.
So I don't know about the Red Bull. I don't think they were on a proper lap.
Yeah, so it was the Williams, that were on a lap of Julius.
Wow, Julius, I think they had a bit of a scare.
Yeah, still got P2. Jay Gullen is P1 in the Aston Martin. So you got Jay Gullen to Julius to Jenna.
Swiss. I think he just finished the lap.
Hey, Kate Swiss. They used to be a maker of shoes.
Did you own it, man?
Do you remember Kate Swiss?
No, I think I'm too young for that.
Yeah, you don't remember Kate Swiss? Oh my God, they were the trainer when I was growing up.
How old do you think I am?
Everybody used to roll around in Kate Swiss trainers when I was like 12, 13. You used to be buzzing if you got a new pair of Kate Swiss. But yeah, that's... He spelled exactly the same as his name, Kate Swiss.
How old are you, dude? Don't want to ask you. Do the math. Well, I'm going to assume you're like 32. I would have
2003, something like that.
Yeah, I wasn't even remember at that point, mate.
Yeah, Kate Swiss with the ones, white trainers with the stripes, the Kate Swiss. Yeah. Let's go, Kate Swiss. 7.5 minutes to go.
If I keep stuttering on his name, I'm going to start calling him Shoe Brand.
Yes, Sean knows. Yeah, it was, if I remember rightly, it used to have a little logo, like a little field armour emblem with like red on it and stuff, yeah.
I thought you were going to say a sniper then.
No. So, Kay Swiss did not set a lap. He is back into the pit lane on them soft compound tyres in that beautiful white livery of that Red Bull, the same as a giant stick. He is in the same livery as well. I do like that white Honda with that red on it. The two teammates doing really, really well here. And they're both on out laps. Priz is now on another lap. He was trying to save his tyres, but he's having to do 2 runs in the end because the 129.6, he's a little bit worried about it. And I would be as well if any of the drivers were able to get a little bit more out of their car. He's run a little bit wide there, Priz. He will not be happy with this in Q1. Yeah, he's nearly a 10th down on his lap time, and you could tell he lost all of the time in turn 4. He's now down in towards turn 8, and then he comes
Nuestra vuelta rápida es 1 minuto 29.5.
just before that DRS kicks in. You can see the timer just booting its way down, and then the DRS kicks in. He'll burn that battery just to build up to speed as we go down the straight towards turn 11 at the left hand. He'll move over to the right, he'll use the curb, and then he'll nose dive into that chicane. You can see the tyres on the circuit where other drivers have lost it around the long right-hander.
pista está libre
Don't
ahora,
ride too much
aprovechemos.
that curve because you'll end up in the barriers around turn 12.
Vamos en 14ª posición en el control de velocidad, 339.2 kilómetros por hora.
This is his absolute best lap that he's going to offer us here in Q2. And if it isn't quicker, he might have to go again, or he's going to have to compromise the tyres down towards the line. It is going to be an improvement. It's a 1:29.0 once again, and it is fastest in Q2.
As Kevin, 2 times up on his lap time now. It was a very impressive lap. I accidentally unplugged my microphone, so to plug up that in.
Yeah, fantastic lap there from the German driver of Prozicki.
Don't worry, if we'll get to lights out, it'll be lights out and away we...
yeah. Off dead right in the middle of it.
Oh.
A giant stick is 2.5 seconds.
Todo en orden y listo para salir.
He's still got seconds 2 and 3 to go.
Kevin straight flat to the floor, he goes. E9, this where he is.
Kevin Gamer, I'm absolutely loving Kevin Gamer this season. He is right there. I've been waiting for this moment because when you're a young driver like Kevin and you join a league at 12, 13 years old, and you're still learning the game, you're still learning how to drive and really slow and you're right at the back every race. He has been persistent with it. He's turned up every week, he's just cracked on. Sometimes he'd have been 2 laps behind. But this season, he's just found it. He's growing up, he's maturing, he's learning to race, and he's getting better and better with every round that we progress through. And now he's up to P9, and he's on the verge of getting into Q3. This is unbelievable. It is, Tristan. And Giant Stick has just gone fastest in Q2. You're on a 1:29.006.
Right, I've plugged it in correctly now. I've plugged it in correctly. Right, you should not have any more issues. My apologies.
He goes on the 13 as well, wow.
Yeah,
I like when you're come through and they start to get better and better. It's a great thing to see. It really is.
I remember speaking about the microphone disconnection, I remember last season on the PlayStation, the Shields Harlan race, I had to join a bit late, commentate, and then it was lights out. It was about, I think, midway through turn 1, and I said, "Oh, everyone, welcome, it's lights out, and away we go," because I was having microphone issues. The Shining Swords was a beautiful lap so far, through the final corner, and he goes, E11, there he is.
Oh, he lost it. Oh, he was like 2 temps up, and he ended up being 3 temps down when he hit the line. That might have just knocked him out. He's got to do something here, Shiny Swan. He's still burning his battery. He's going for another lap with no battery, because he's got no option now, because I don't know if he's got enough to get in and get out, or he's trying to rush around to get back into the pit lane to get back out, because the Macau driver can see his qualifying end right here in Q2. K-Swiss is nearly half a second up. He's gone purple sector 2. So K-Swiss is massively improving in that Red Bull. He's currently in P12, and then you've got Doug, and then Saluk and Cinder. Cinder's still in the pit lane, but it's all on K-Swiss, and he's going to put his foot down right here, and it's P7 for K-Swiss.
Pretty impressive. It's very close. If you look from P7 all the way down, it's so close. About a 10, say 2-3 head gap between each other. We haven't had last time it was this close, the middle of tier 3, season X.
Mad Riot, get him up to tier 2. Get him up to tier 3.
He's got the sandbags out of the car.
1:28.8 for Mad Riot.
The giant stick is actually up on his time right now. I don't know if he went into the pits. I didn't see him go into the pits. He's not on stage at time. He is. He's still pushing. He's not got a lot of fuel left. He's half a tenth on his lap so far. He's ran a bit wide. Shining Swarm tires into the pit lane. Through the long right-hand, left-hander we go. Into the right-hander. Down on the back straight again. He's not got a lot of battery. He stops burning the battery. He's going to start derating pretty soon. As it's the final corner, just a point, 1 decimal of a lap of fuel left. It's about to go on. He's into low fuel mode now. He's losing speed, but can he improve? He sets the same lap. Wow, that was very impressive from him. Managed to set the same lap time. As Julius now on a lap as well. Got a driver at the back here. Salet goes P7 with his lap in the Alpine. As the Red Bull driver of the Swiss boxes. As Kevin Gamer coming around now to do his final run of qualifying. Same with Cinders and the Kick Salver of the Mad Riot goes into the pits. Oliver James currently absolutely dragging that car around 3 tenths up. He's a bit worried he's going to get knocked out in Q2 and not making Q3.
So this is interesting. Shining Swarm is out. Oliver James is going to be next. It's Vicious Vicar on the brink of elimination here in Q2. The Red Bull has run out of battery to the line. He's not going to improve. So it is Doug and Cinders. The checkered flag has waved. Kevin Gamer is back out on a lap. Doug has invalidated it. He is out. MFCF1 Cinders will be next, but it will be Kevin Gamer just before the Alpine. Keep our eyes on the Williams. Can he get in to Q3? This would be unbelievable if Kevin Gamer was able to get through in this Williams car as we head down towards turn 11, around the left-hander. Is he up or down? He's rolled the curve. That would have cost him. Surely now it is all over. He was on the brink of something special here, Kevin Gamer. Yes, he's a second down. So it's all on Cinders. MSCF1 Cinders or Vicious Vicar. Who will it be? Will it be the green? Will it be the pink of the Alpine? Down towards turn 14 we go. He's going to get no help from his teammate who's already through. Salut has gone off into the distance. So it's all on you, Cinders. To the line. This is it. He's riding the grass. He's going to lose time. He's not through. Vicious Vicar is safe.
Wow, what a believable end to the qualifying there. Shame for Kevin and Oliver and Doug, especially Cinders as well. He was looking rapid through the sector 3.
Yes, you are right, Jon. Wow, that was a thrilling end to Q2 there. You just did not know who was going to progress and who was going to go out, but both Saubers make it through. And I think they're the only teammates to make it through, actually, looking at it. Sauber, Red Bull, Ferrari, Aston Williams, Haas, Alpine, and both the Red Bulls have made it through as well, yeah. So 2 Saubers and 2 Red Bulls.
Kick Sauber redemption from the past few seasons. Kick Sauber can be very dominant in F7. As we head to Q3, who are the ones to beat?
So close. It's so close. I expect to see 3 or 4 maybe get into the 128s, but that's about it. You can see how a 127.3 in Tier 3 is extremely quick in comparison. But looking at Tier 4 being in the 128.8s, yes, you would expect the Tier 3 to be about a second above that, about 127.8 roughly.
As now Mad Riot leads us into Q3. Well, following very closely behind, just a tenth behind one another. As Pritzy as well, P3 extremely close, just 100 off, 200ths off Giant Stick there. It's Gullen 3 tenths off Mad Riot. Giant Stick. Julius with a 29.5. Jenith in P6. Salet P7. P8 Sean. P9 is K Swift. P10 Vicious Vicar. P11 is Oliver James, who's back qualifying. Kevin Gamer, Shining Swarm, 19. Doug Al and MSCF, 1 Cinders, P15.
Yeah, good session. That really good session, and we move on to the business end of qualifying here in Tier 4, and 12 final minutes, and then we will go racing.
I can smell a lovely Sunday roast cooking downstairs.
I love a Sunday roast.
I beg my mum and dad not let it be done before the end of this race.
Yeah. I love a Sunday roast with loads of mint sauce on it.
Right, my mother loves it. I don't understand it. It don't taste very nice.
Love it. You'll grow into it, don't worry.
They use the same stuff in mince pies, don't they?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was mint meat, not mint sauce.
No, I'm pretty sure they use a bit of the stuff that they use to make the sauce, the gel.
You know what? I've never eaten a mince pie, so
Have you
I
not?
No.
Right, drop me your address, I'll send you some pies, mate. They might come a bit mouldy, because you know the Royal Mail, but it's fine.
Yeah. If you send them with every, they'll be in your back garden.
Oh, no, they'll be through your window.
Over your fence. Yeah. So all the drivers back out on track, and one of them straight away is Mad Riot. What's going on with your McKing? Tell me this. So Sauber of Mad Riot is back out on track. He was the fastest driver in Q2, starting to turn up the heat a little bit now. And I wonder if he can keep that pole position. We shall see. It's really, really competitive here in Tier 4. Yeah, he's let the Ferrari go. Maybe he's going to tag along on the back of him.
Maybe. I will leave this on board for Chris to start being. I'm going to go over 2 seconds.
No problem. So we are on board with Frizz as he comes down towards turn 14 and 15. Here in Bahrain, under the light. Towards the start finish line, and he's just burning that battery. You can see that Sauber just banging on the back of him, maybe trying to get a little slipstream for his lap. In towards turn 1 for the German driver, and he just rides the apex. That was quite smooth through there. Around turn 2 and 3, pretty much got that spot on. A little adjustment would have been nice, but still very clean as we get up towards turn 4. Yeah, look at that, so smooth through there, using the outside curve. Really good racing line this from Frizz. He knows exactly where he wants to go. He knows where the improvements are on track, where the couple of attempts are that he can gain, and he is putting the car into all of the right positions as we head in towards turn 10. Yeah, you can see how he dives out wide and then he moves into the left. This is going to be a really quick lap, this from Frizz. In the Ferrari, that DRS kicks in, that rear wing is wide open. As we go down in towards turn 11 at the long left-hander, into the long right-hander. Under the billboards that do say Formula 7 racing on them, but unfortunately I'm not streaming, so you won't see it. You'll just see crypto.com. Around turn 13. Down the straight again, which doesn't have DRS, so he'll just burn a lot of that battery to make up for the lack of the open rear wing. In towards turn 14 and 15, he's run really wide there, and he's going to have to carry it, and that was a bit cheeky, that was a bit naughty. And to the line, it's a 1:28.6, it's a brilliant lap, and Mad Riot a 1:29.6, a second slower. Julius a 1:28.8, Mad Riot is 8 tenths off his own quickest time though. So really close as we come down towards the line. We've got the Haas as well of Jenna Lee. He goes P5 at 1:29.7. Then the Alpine of Salut starts his lap. The Sauber of Vicious Vicar will be next. Vicious Vicar to the line, goes P3 at 1:29.4. They are all picking up the pace. Kate Swiss at 1:29.7 goes P7. So now we've got Sean, the Aston Martin of Jay Gullenstein, his lap. So Sean in the McLaren will be next.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
Alright, mate.
Oh.
It's an Audi, that was great, mate. I really enjoyed that. It was such a nice beer and a great view.
Well, with my invite.
Yeah, well, Audi flew over from the Netherlands and he went to see a few people, and the last stop was Manchester. And I picked him up from Manchester. I picked him up from Manchester train station. We went for a beer right on the top of this hill somewhere in this mountain, in this pub. We had a couple of beers, and then I dropped him off at Manchester Airport to get the train back to the Netherlands. It was great seeing him. Really, really nice seeing him.
I don't see much Audi in the Discord chats anymore, do we?
No, he's a busy man now, Ginaudi, and he's a man in demand, which was always expected. But what a lap from Frizz, by the way. Julius in P2. There was something I wanted to pick up on there, but I can't remember what it was now.
Is it Sean's lap as he went up to
Oh, sorry, yeah, it was Priz's lap when he came up towards the line. He run really wide at turn 15, stayed off the track for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then slowly came on to avoid invalidation, and that has put him on pole position. So yeah, definitely a tough one. That, yeah.
Might be looking into that.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, we're all going to be looking at that. If I'm being honest, which is a real shame because it was a cracking lap from Briz. Julius in at the Williams is back out on track, so is Jay Gull in the Aston Martin. Sean is into P7 and Sewell is down in P10.
P10, launch straight into P3.
Yeah,
There we go, that looks a lot better now from the stream. My apologies, I had my second way down, but I should turn some up. A bit more brighter and vibrant, people.
Oh, and that's Julius and Daigle are not on lap, but look, he was on a lap, but he's half a second down, so he'll probably end up coming back into the pit lane for the
Solo nos
Alpine
quedan
driver.
2 vueltas de combustible.
We'll all get ready with 5 minutes to go for their final runs. Do you think anybody will get close to the time of the Ferrari?
I reckon Mad Riot and potentially Vicious Vicar could get extremely close. Mad Riot is very consistent so far. That's qualifying second. Been right up there. He knows it's doing. He knows where the grip is as well.
Yeah. Right, when you're watching his lap, you can tell he knows. Yeah. So, all of the drivers in the pit lane are on their way out of the pit lane. One being Mad Riot, Jennifer and Kay Swift. But it will be Mad Riot that looks like it's going to be the first of the final runners in that Sauber. We'll keep our eyes peeled on the former world champion of Mad Riot. And takes us around Bahrain, around turn 13 and down towards turn 14. Here at the Bahrain International Circuit in Sakir. So around turn 14 and 15 on them fresh soft compound tyres. He will burn that battery on board. Former Tier 3 world champion as we head in towards turn 1. And yeah, he just lets go of that battery right at the end. He's not left much on the table there. Around turn 1 and 2 we go. Yeah, really neat through there for Mad Riot. DRS enabled once again and just picking up that battery charge in towards turn 4. Julius, a 128.2, where has that come from? From the Williams driver. Wow, what a lap. But Mad Riot is nearly 3 tenths up just through sector 1. This is heating up. We know Mad Riot has already set a 128.8, so we know he can be there and thereabouts. Let's see what he can do as he progresses through this lap. Down towards turn 10 and the left-hander rides the apex. I tell you, he is putting all of this together, but this is a really clean lap from Mad Riot as we head down towards turn 11. On board with the Sauber, Jon.
Yes, I am on board with the Sauber. Very impressive to manage to grab the apexes so well and not have any understeer for any of the corners that you've seen most of the drivers actually have. He's gone purple in sector 2. He's 9 tenths up currently on these fresh soft compound tyres. Gets down the back straight.
He's going to be in the 128.7s, and that is if he doesn't carry on improving. This is a brilliant lap from the Tier 3 world champion. He's not run wide as Briz did, and it's going to be down to the line we go. It's a 128.6. It's P3, and he has run a little bit wide like the Ferrari. They've potentially been in front of him, but the Ferrari is improving his lap time. Julius, a 128.2, is incredible. You've got the Aston Martin as well of Jay Cullen on his way back out to set a lap time, but we've got a driver behind him of Julius. He's on his way into the pits. I'm not sure he's going to go for another lap.
Fritzy's he's half a tenth up on his lap through sector 2 so far. As he heads into sector 3 now, it's a 10th up. I don't think he's going to improve massively here to try and catch Julius. Is he giving everything?
Yeah,
to
you're
Nick
right.
Williams?
I'm hoping that he gets a faster lap in without running wide, because then it wouldn't have mattered. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there we go. So if he does improve here, it won't really matter about the lap that he didn't improve on. Yeah, he did a 1:28.3. What a lap! And the Red Bull of a giant stick will be next. This is going to be quick. A 1:28.7 is P4. And then Sean is going to be next. He's 2 tenths up as well. This is going to be around Vicious Vickers' time, who's in the pit lane. He's not going to improve. There's a few drivers that
Actualmente nuestra vuelta rápida es 1:28.2.
1:29.1. Sean improves by nearly half a second, goes P6. Then you've got Salut, who's on an outlap. OGK Swiss is on the lap. And Jay Gullen as well, who's half a tenth down.
At the moment, it's the track evolution of Ground Bahrain is very impressive. But he's a 10th up and he's got purple sector too, Jay Gullen has. So has he managed to really find a bit of extra time through sector 2? And can he maybe gain a few extra attempts to try and edge out the top 5 here?
Yeah, this is going to be really close. Julius leads to Priz, to Mad Riot, to Stick, to Jay Gullen. And Jay Gullen stays P5. So he does improve, but not enough. K-Swiss has messed it up around turn 13, so he's not going to improve. It's all on Salut. No, Sean is not improving either. So yeah, I think that's it. I think it is literally all on the Alpine driver, who's stepping in for Nimble today. The checkered flag has waved here in Bahrain for Tier 4 here in Q3, the end of qualifying. It's been drama from start to finish. It's been so competitive, so close. It's an incredible tier to watch. Here comes Salut down towards turn 11 on the left-hander. He's shown incredible speed around Australia when we went down under to Melbourne last week. He's not feeling the same here, Salut, but he is still 6 tenths up. This is going to put him around Sean MC's time in the McLaren. Can he find any improvement through sector 3 down the straight towards turn 14 and 15? The blue and pink of the Alpine, that was not a good entrance to the final chicane, but he's still going to improve. The Romanian driver to the line goes P5.
Mentioned as well, on the back straight, as he went through the second to last corner, he had 60% as well left in his battery. He was conserving it all for the back straight, where he knew he was running out of ERS on potentially any other lap he was doing. So he found his solution and he improved on it massively.
Well spotted there, Jon. Well spotted. Yeah, what a lap. Julius takes pole position by a tenth of a second. Well, around 2 tenths of a second to Priz in the Ferrari. And then Mad Riot on the second row of the grid in P3. And his teammate on the fourth row of the grid in P8.
Oh, the title of the stream says Tier 2, by the way.
It's got the same title as what Ben set in Tier 2. I will change that now.
As now in P1, starting on pole position is the Mexican of Julius with the 128.2. Fritzy in P2, the German, chasing down that to Williams, Mad Right in the kick Sauber. P3, just 4 tenths off. It's going to be a very close start as the American of Giant Stick, very close in P4. P5, Salah. P6, Gullen. P7 is Sean. P8 is Vicious Vicker. P9 is Jenneth. And finally is K-Swiss in P10 for the Red Bull. Red lights. We also have formation lap, don't we, Nathan?
We do indeed. Formation lap to get us.
Finally, this game, it's usable.
Yeah. We've had a few complaints around the formation lap recently, so I'm not sure what's going on with it. Apparently there's a problem with ghosting at the start, but I've only seen it for Tier 1 at the moment, so I'm hoping it doesn't affect us here in Tier 4.
I mean, it's the same with the race start as well. A lot of ghosting does happen at a race start. So I think the game sort of processes it as a race start. It's not a proper start function. Could be that. But it does also cause a bit of desync sometimes. But hopefully we haven't got that today.
Hopefully not.
I'm just trying to remember the title real quick for the lights out.
That's all right.
Well, tonight we have tier 1, 7 f realistic tier as well. Should join us for those back later on tonight and in the evening. And it's very spicy in vision, isn't it?
It is. Realistic has always been spicy, isn't it? It's just, especially when you get a load of drivers, put in realistic performance, throw a load of team principles in the mix.
Very close to Jennifer there, sorry. Very close information.
Wow, could have gone back to the grid there. That was close. Yeah, when you throw realistic performance, you throw a load of team principles in the mix, the Instagram and driver side into punches. It takes a normal race and normal feelings, and it just hypes them up, makes them 10 times bigger than what they usually would be. So yeah, you're always going to get a lot of drama. It's like a Netflix documentary episode of racing realistic.
Or we throw a salad in that likes to make our sponsor boards something blue with a certain person's name.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. He was not happy about that. Said it was only diner, but and he said, yeah, it was just a. He said it was just a little, a little appreciation to fanfest. What right in the corner where the biggest incident of the season happened.
Obviously, we were going to do props to start as well. Being able to make these graphics for let alone the stream intro and start. Yeah, we've got two possible strategies here. Stop and a restart. I don't think anyone can do that.
No, I can't see a restart. We've seen a couple of drivers do one stop in tier 2.
Condiciones estables por el momento. No se esperan lluvias.
I'm surprised to see any drivers on the soft, but yeah, you've got 3 drivers, Jenny, Honda and Happy on the softs. You've got
No le quites los ojos encima al semáforo. La secuencia de arranque comenzará en cuanto se forme la parrilla. Prepárate con el clutch.
See what he can do. 18 drivers on the grid. In the first 3 races today, we've had only 3 vacant seats in the whole of the 16-inch drove. So really, really good for today. And we've not had any drivers race twice.
Disqualified. Our place with the same as Shining Storm. It's now time. First time of 2026 for me commentating in F7. It's 5 red lights in tier 4 at Bahrain round 2. It's lights out and away we go. It's a very great start there. Fritzy not able to get down on the power. Not a lot of traction. Everyone's swimming around the back with Mantifa there. Had a bit of a squabble there. A bit of traction down on the inside goes Fritzy. Bit of contact. There's a car around. Lots of Williams or the Alpine South, I believe. That's not round. It's down the middle. It's actually a fight at the top. Again, between one another. It's heading down into turn 4 side by side. As Fritzy stays ahead. Look down the middle now. Let's have a look at what's happened. Damage there, Nathan.
Yeah, there was a little bit of damage. A great start from Frizz taking over Julius. Julius and Frizz didn't get a good start. But then
the contact to the back. Ooh, side by side. Man right ahead of Bullen. Pushed off track a bit there. And onto the gravel.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit spicy. And then you've got Shining Swarm and Cinders as well. Shining Swarm going through it now. Honda Peter. Honor to Pappy. Mantifa's gone right into the back of the race. Brought to Pappy's onto the one-off area. Hoping to get the SU. Now going to reverse to get back on track. But Mantifa right into the back of the V-cab and sending him flying off. Jay Cullen is back on the rear of Mad Riot, the Sauber driver, and wants to position him down to P4. But it was driver at the back. So look, went into another driver. He was lagging everywhere. It caused a little bit of carnage, but all the drivers are safely through to the end of that one. But you've got to feel sorry for to Pappy here. But it is
DRS activado, DRS activado.
Trying to get Mad Riot, Jay Cullen, Sean, Kevin Gabe, Nicola Oliver, James Kate, which was top 10.
Have a quick drink and a breather there, David. There's Kevin Gamer defending his position. I'm just going to 7. That's the place. There's a bit of damage there from the Sauber. That was the in-play on the current Sean. But it's the back of Mad Riot.
Yeah, now Mad Riot with the rear wing over, trying to take back on and Jay Cullen, but they've got to think of strategies here to drive some drivers looking tyres. Some will just be going flat out. Some are on the softs, some are on the mediums. God knows what's going to happen in this race. But Jay Cullen is a second behind the Giant Sticks, who's not in that PRS race. Kevin Gamer is up to P7. What a race he's having on lap 2 here with Bahrain. Man Seaman only 3 seconds behind on the P10. But let's focus on the top 3. Ferrari, Williams, Red Bull, Aston, Sauber, McLaren. What a top 6. All 6 different constructors. But it is Chris 7 tenths clear at the moment.
That's an amazing race up form there. That is a McLaren.
McLaren, Mantifa, this round.
Wow. Let's just put it on there. Very strange. As going down the river again now. Back. It's very close to the beginning. This is one of the best rules that it's 10. Well, within a 10 of one of them.
Here comes Julius now as well. He's got the rear wing open. He's burning the battery. He wants the overtake into the slipstream. He goes. Is he going to go for the late launch on the inside, or is he going to be patient? He is. Back right is blue on Jay Cullen. The Sauber Jay Cullen goes back on the inside. Can back right try to switch wheel to wheel. He's going to switch it back once again. He is not playing here, and Julius takes the lead with row 3 down towards 2. Williams and the Ferrari right side. He goes.
Side by side, 6 here. As Julius takes the lead on Bahrain for 3.
Wow, what a Grand Prix we are watching. Solo picks up a 3-second time penalty. Julius is back into the lead. The Mexican to the German. A Giant Stick in P3. Jay Cullen, Mad Riot, Sean MC. We might have damage, but we don't know. Kevin Gamer in P7. Then comes Mission Vicker, Jenny Lee, Oliver James, Kate Swiss. Shiny Swam on Doug. Here comes the Mercedes on the Aston Martin. They go side by side. They've both got the rear wing open, but it's a sprint race down towards turn 11. He's going to go late on the brakes, and on the inside goes the AMG Petroleum driver as Doug got spotted in. On the inside of him, he goes down the left right-hander. The Aston is trying to come back, and the Mercedes, who's going to come out on top of the game, is going round.
Oh, you might have been a contact as well as the DRS closed. The front wheel of Doug had the rear tyre of Shiny Star. I'm sure that was the damage. A bit of a spin out. Apart from until got there.
Pégale al auto y aprovecha cualquier error.
Lead as well. Wow, there's so much overtake. Great.
Very close, but yet again, Julius coming back right back at it again, coming for the battle, and he takes the lead off before he gets to the corner. As again, outside his hit. Again, but he gives it the inside line for the next corner, which allows him to go. Princeton to get a better traction out of the corner.
Yeah, the Ferrari is now back into the lead, and it's back and forth between the German and the Mexican. Riz is into P1, he started in P2, Julius is in P2, he started in P1, and then Giant Stick under P10, picked up 3-second time penalty. What a race, DRS all the way down to P15, we've got a yellow flag again, and that is to Papi, and the racing woman is into the billboards.
Cuidado con el subviraje al pegarte al coche de adelante. Intenta rebasar lo más rápido que puedas. Presiona, presiona.
Kevin Gamer. And who thought we would have been saying that today as Jenny Lee goes wide. Kevin Gamer goes back into P8. But Kevin Gamer has made up 4 places. The Williams driver. This is phenomenal stuff.
No mames, cabrón.
Los neumáticos están en buenas condiciones.
My goodness me. Fantastic. Chris now 2.5 seconds clear. Jay Cullen and Doug and Shiny Swan are going at it for round 3. Doug has got the outside line in at the Aston Martin. Shiny Swan and Mercedes has to back out and settle in for P14. Remember, points go down to P15. And big up the GOAT, Alvaro Chabat, Alvaro Rock Chabat in the chat. That's the greatest of all time. So, salute Oliver James. Oliver James in the V-car goes down the inside with a late lunge. Salute reads it like a book. Oh, salute just left him flying past. It's like he was on roller skates.
I think Oliver James was going to think Oliver James might have hit it well gameplay.
Fuck.
He's now going to make the move on Oliver James, so the Aston Martin driver on the V-car.
Otra vez.
Yeah, I think he's just going to get off the medium, John. Come back right here, James. Oh my God, this is close.
It's got DRS as well.
It's Sauber. Matt Wright is up to P2 and hasn't even continued the battle, Jon. Prince is taking off.
I know. It'll be a rewatch of last season with Holland hit a 3-1 driving champion. Let everyone battle, just let him just disappear.
Absolutely, but Matt Wright, who is former world champion, is in to P2 after starting in P3. Jake Mullen to the podiums. I love it, Alvaro. Yeah. Wings are with using with 10 and 1. You're absolutely right. I was at the game as well. I was at the game, Alvaro. I was close to the team. I know it's not video.
Nos acercamos a la ventana de parada en boxes. Vamos a ponerte neumáticos medios. Bien, lideramos nuestro equipo por 6.6 segundos.
Holding on yourself.
Mad Right makes us to the turn 1. It's ahead. Look how close they are again. Starting at the left now. Get away. It's look how close they are again. They're rear ending. Around the outside. Mad Right is inside right. He used to rip one oversteer as Jay Wood. And then they moved out to Mad Right. Mad Right into the place.
Yeah, I think Matt Wright didn't want the smoke. He's in a good position, Matt Wright. He's not willing to risk it at this point in the race, Matt Wright. You do that on lap 27, and it's going to be a different story. You do it on lap 7, and you'll get a
Mira, tenemos que adelantar, usa adelantar, adelantar.
27, you will get a Matt Wright.
Mad Right is actually on Mad over again, chasing down
Jay Wright at lap 7 and a Mad Wright at lap 27. So be careful when you do that.
Yeah, we did it at 7, differential. Hey, giving it massive lead, chasing him from it. Really bad. Whatever,
Tough, isn't it, when you're sat in that dirty air, especially on this game. It's completely changed the complexity of the races and strategies for the drivers. It really throws it into the air for the drivers because your tyre wear can be so much worse. And they're both in the pit. No, Matt Wright. Matt Wright. Ricked him, yeah. Sorry, Jake Mullen is into the pit lane.
bit of a pit
and now
pit look from Jake Mullen.
Jake Mullen into the pit lane. Always makes you think that all of the things the time penalty. Julius is now on the back of Matt Wright. Sean MC is doing a cracking job in that McLaren. Dennis Lee and Kate Swiss are trying to chase him down. We've not seen a single. Here comes Salute on the back of Doug. He is literally pushing him through turn 3. Now he's got the DRS. He's now going to go the long way around. The Aston Martin is going to send him that way, and he's not going to give him any room. The Aston Martin cuts him off. Oh, he's had a snap, and Salute is just seen the door open in front of his eyes.
Wow.
He was, and Salute, the Romanian driver, is through.
Instead, I just watched Salute have a bit of a jitter backwards and forwards, and I was terrified that contact might have gone just from that. Salute doing the DRS there, DRS jitter game there.
Yeah, I think they got it as well.
They got it. It's like oversteer. She made him use our wall. That didn't work. It was best off allowing to get the arrest and then just follow the seal. Again, look at how much he's struggling to get out. So we didn't really score so much. We need to get the gap now between one another.
Right,
En esta vuelta, aprieta ahora.
Sauber trying to look for a way through as well. He's having a little battle of his own. He's done. Oh, that is Julius has gone into the pit lane now.
El auto de atrás está rezagando, cada vez hay más distancia entre ustedes.
Well, somebody did say to me that these socks are so underrated around here that they lack mediums. That is interesting.
Like, those trains are absolutely great. It's good. The punch looks really good.
That will be kicking himself with that, speeding into the pit lane. Sean MC came out and literally, he could have smashed into Dennis Lee there. He was that, Giant Stick, he was that close to him. So that is close. Kevin Gamer's come out in front of Oliver James. I don't think Oliver James had Kevin Gamer on his Christmas card list this year, but he's celebrating in front of him at the moment. And happy holidays to you, Kevin Gamer. He is through and taking off here.
A boxes en esta vuelta y recuerda el límite de velocidad. Recibirás una penalización si te pasas. Que no se te olvide cuando te acerques.
The good thing about this Fritz is that he can stay out longer than he would have wanted because he's got a 5-second gap. If I was Prince here, I would not have pitted him. You've got a 5-second gap, so you can compromise 1 or 2 more laps. I'd have stayed out.
OJ takes some stage out.
Wait, Prince is going from medium to medium.
Una parada en boxes perfecta. Buen trabajo tanto del personal como tú. Solo queda una parada más con esta estrategia.
Unless he's going medium, soft, he's got to be. There's no way he's going hard now.
10 laps in the medium. Not generally 10 laps off. Don't pick the last. Kenny Gamer. Second time penalty.
I can't understand why Prince didn't stay out for a couple of extra laps knowing that he had a 5-second buffer.
I just know that he's only got to be great. He's only went down to the base. Not yet pitted, but I would have done what Pace was and Swan would have stayed out for a couple of extra laps. I really would have. They know that Prince has got hit again. I tell you what, if I was close to Shiny Swab now, I would stay out for as long as possible and go under the hard knowing that Prince has got hit again. I agree. It would make sense that they're going on the park. Crash the park. And then certainly crash the race. Still have a good time. Gamer everything. It looks like that.
Oh, it's a Captain Martin, is that?
There
is Doug and Kevin Gamer.
There's a
Mid-lane penalties, but I don't know what's happened with Doug and Kevin Gamer. They were both off the track in turn 11, and that is, Kevin Gamer's going very, very slowly. Yeah, he's got both missing end plates, and don't know if Doug's got damage as well. He's driving into the pit lane. Yeah, Doug is going back into the pit lane. He's got damage. Remember, guys, points to P15, and we've seen championships won by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points.
No te preocupes por los neumáticos, están bien.
Every point is vital, even if it's only round 2, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Sean MC is on the back of Richard McIntosh is retired into the pit lane. He will be fuming. He will be fuming there. Kevin Gamer Victor another 10-second and retires as well. And the two drivers that collided in turn 11 are out of this Grand Prix.
Now, everyone behind him, like our teammate, and I tried to catch him up how close man
sobra mucha energía. Usa el botón adelantar.
Briz is back to me in 5 second play. It says James brake check. Does it mean John? Yeah, Vicious Vicar doing a tremendous job here. He's on the hard, he's holding up the medium runners. Here comes Julius on the inside of Vicious Vicar, and finally Julius is going to make that move.
Grip the traction. Very close.
Yeah, it is, and now Sean MC will also look for a way to introduce it now. But the only good thing about this is Matt Ryan will not get held up the same way as the Williams and the McLaren has. Here comes Sean, he's just not got the battery, he's going to have to wait for the DRS shift. Vicky's also going to have DRS. Julius is on the back of the giant stick, who's got 3 laps over the mediums than the Williams. Here he comes into the slipstream, goes Julius. This has got to be his attempt. He's got no battery left. He's working all with the rear wing over it. He's going to go later on the brakes around 2-1. Can he switch it back on the inside? He's got to switch it again. He's got to switch it again. He's going to leave it. Leave it to the outside. He's not got it.
Side by side now.
Buen trabajo, buen adelantamiento.
Gets them done. Says see you later back line. Wow.
Yeah, great overtake for the Williams.
That's George. I don't know. Now, Mad Ryan's got front wing damage from rear ending Sean.
Oh, you did it.
Wow.
Mad Ryan will absolutely be Mad Ryan now.
Well, I don't think Sean would be at fault though, because he was in the frame to make the corner.
You're right about that, John. So. Play Mad Ryan. This is awful, especially when he's just pitted.
Oh, Jennifer's got no air well.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of damage here today.
Muy bien, estás alcanzando el auto de adelante.
So we did a roll and it was like 95% roll with standard damage. Oh, that's the that Vicious Vicar on a giant stick. And the Sauber driver, how is Mad Ryan started in P3 and in P7? Danny started in P9 and P4. The Saubers have swapped around, but they are still on the decent points as pairing here.
Wow, that's really just getting a little bit great there. Half a 10. Yeah, get it. Has been one kind of front damage there. The Mad Ryan.
El desgaste de los neumáticos es menor de lo que esperábamos. Aguanta un poco más si puedes.
We're still yet to see a safety car in tier 4, 3 or 2 yet.
Right, Oliver, do us a favour.
Yeah.
Ok, recibido.
Oliver's on for 13 points. Here is his stats.
hard for an admin and a peer director if you don't know the things.
I'm actually trying to work out one, two.
There's a Sean that gets the giant stick bolts. He's off the goes for hard tires now.
Yeah, he did 8 laps on the medium, and now he's on the fresh cars to the end of this race.
Man, right on hard laps. Adding tyre wear to it. Not really enjoyable, is it?
No. The thing is, Frizz has still got a bit, Julius has still got a bit. The hard runners, I don't think will get to the end of the race, but they will go on to probably softs around lap 20. So yeah, really interesting strategy going on here. Remember guys, if you have a perfect strategy, the perfect race setup, Sim Racing setup, use code X7R on checkout for a 5% discount. Oliver James and Shining Swab are using their setup to go competing against each other. And Oliver James is round.
This contact.
Oh, he's crossed into him. And Oliver James is off the track in the Mercedes. Might have done some damage as well.
See, this is potentially
Vas detrás del auto de adelante por 2.9 segundos.
Oliver James wants the career wing damage there now. That was pretty hard.
Yeah, right.
This is like the Mercedes bounce lap.
Nos acercamos a la ventana de parada en boxes. Vamos a ponerte neumáticos duros.
Look how close Janet is now. They go down very straight to that Bahrein a little bit. Just get rest. They go to one, not recommended. Now, who's go now? Janet, very close to it.
Bandera verde.
The drivers, Sean, are so spread out on track. It's unbelievable.
It's never the first. It's not that hard. Yeah.
Jennifer behind him who's got damage. Salute is starting to catch him, but he's got penalties. And all of the drivers are probably going to pit again anyway, so he's going to be able to get that repaired. And he's got a 6.5 buffer to Salute, and Jennifer also needs to get repaired. So he's not actually in that bad of a position, and he's got Sean in front of him with the time penalty. The only issue is Frizz, who's running away with it. But it's not because he's quicker than everybody. He's roughly around the same pace as the top guys. But it's just that everybody behind him has been battling, and Frizz has just got the right strategy.
Especially look how close Janet is to Bahrein. Very close to Crossroad. Looking again. Very close. Super close. Traction. Great.
Cuida la distancia con el coche de enfrente, 2.1 segundos.
It's not there, but it looks so clean still. It's really great drive. So we will still try and catch up to Bahrein, 5 tenths behind as we come out of 13 down.
Vamos a boxes en esta vuelta, haz la mejor vuelta de entrada posible.
Bahrein might get DRS from the driver. Is that a back marker in front? And he's going to get DRS from his position. So here comes Jennifer. This could be his opportunity. Jennifer to the outside as we're heading towards turn 1. And that's
sent it late.
Mad Ryan back on the inside on.
Wow, he sent it late. He didn't make it. Jennifer just shut the door.
Cuidado, creemos que puedes empezar a perder agarre.
Questionable why they picked driving now out of the way, but they still drive the scout like final corner though. That's maybe change the race so on the team now.
What I find astonishing is the Luke who's not got front wing now, which is not catching up to Mad Ryan and Jennifer at all. In fact, he's losing time, which is really surprising considering the pace of the road. Phenomenal. He was racing for the win, and now it's.
Para en boxes, ya.
He's slipping every time he exits the car.
I reckon he might not.
Brizzy's back in, John.
Mira, te queda poco RS. Cambia el modo del RS en el PMF para moderar la tasa de consumo o intenta volver a cargarlo levantando el pie del acelerador o frenando con cuidado.
John, I wonder if when this Vicker was in front of Mad Ryan, he was sort of trying to hold the drives up for his teammate. Now it's the reverse role, but Mad Ryan's got wind damage and Vicious Vicker's now in. I wonder if Mad Ryan tried to hold anybody.
Well, I wouldn't shock you, but there's now 4 attempts to play corners here from the Vitsky. Fresh. Forget the wing. Tyre degradation, tyre different. There's how close it is to the paint, so super close. Off the brake.
Yeah, Nick. Ferrari and Fritz is going to
Yeah, he's setting down doing something. He's got Mad Ryan. No, it's contact.
Yeah, Mad Ryan was just trying to turn in, and because Fritz went for that lunge, he couldn't accelerate out the corner before Mad Ryan did. A little bit dangerous, but he got the move done. A giant stick is going over the machine. Assistant car and that is well, but he's now going to go into fresh medium, so he's going to be a bit quicker.
What is Judas versus Judas? Stop here. Now, second car.
Mad Ryan fix, so that means Vicious Vicker's going to be in the all clear. Yeah, 40 he had a 6-second bumper to salute behind him. Yeah, Sean will be quicker on the medium. He's got a time penalty, so yeah.
We know they don't tend to give up, they tend to just keep going, try and make it out more.
Oh, he's got damage. Sean's got a big dead play.
Had that at the start of the race, I think. Turn 1.
Wow.
Very close to the line. Got more grip traction for grip for the tyres. I don't slow down rather than that much. Giant stick. Catch. Okay, good comment first. Nice.
Yeah, Chris went through on Jenner, Jay Gullen went on Salut. So, but Salut's going to come back with the DRS, he's on the 12 both hard tyres, and Jay Gullen's going to have to do it all over again, and he has to Martin driver would not be happy about that. The Romanian goes deep in the Alpine. Now the Aston Martin's got to be clever about this. On the outside. What a move. Saloon goes on to the gravel. Was there something there?
There was a bit of contact on the exit because the Saloon actually cut turn 3 cars. I'm not going to risk checking just in case.
Penalty. It's points to all the drivers to finish now anyway. There's only 15 remaining, so it's points to all the drivers to finish.
Entra en boxes en esta vuelta, por favor. Más. Una entrada perfecta. Hicimos un buen tiempo de parada en boxes. Buen trabajo. Bien, no toques la línea blanca a la salida. Si la cruzas te penalizarán por maniobra peligrosa.
Yeah, with the point system now in F7, it really promotes consistency above just winning races. Obviously, if you win races,
Usa adelantar para consumir parte de esta energía.
But if you win races, you're going to get good points regardless. But the points are a little bit closer as they go down to P15, so it actually promotes consistency and race finishing. Although winning races will still win the championships, if you consistently finish P2, or you finish P1 half the races and P15 half the races, you will win finishing P2. Do you know what I mean? It promotes consistency and it promotes finishing races more than just outright winning. You were right, yeah, you're absolutely right, yeah. You were super consistent that season. Birds is a two-time world champion. One race, one race. That's what I mean. It does promote. Julius is
Qué gran maniobra, hasta parece fácil. Mira, el auto de adelante te saca 4 o 5 segundos.
I remember doing that seven. But I looked at the race in Belgium and that's fast on game. And we all said I'm too quick. But when it did get to the Fraggy
is great.
I did
spark on the jumps.
I remember then we went to realistic Silverstone. And then I made an edit and we grow from that and look at it now. Now we're now on commentary. Quite a bit in the room where right now.
Obviously when you're free and that. That's what I mean. People have lives and they're busy and stuff, and to come back and you get that little bit of time off and you come back and enjoy the racing and enjoy the league. It's great to have there in the background. Go up to when you get a minute. And just remember and have great races and great memories. I have so many good memories of a certain thing.
Mexico. That's on the calendar, isn't it, Nathan?
Muy bien, acabas de hacer la vuelta rápida de la carrera.
Here comes Sean. On Salute again, even with the wing down. Oh, Salute got to look out. He was trying to go into the pit lane.
Respira, te estás alejando del auto de atrás, le sacas unos segundos por vuelta. Bien hecho.
He's out. Salute's out. Guaranteed points as well, and he threw them away from the car.
It would be interesting now if we have a pair of safety car.
At all yesterday.
Oh, don't worry, I'll reserve tier 1. Don't worry.
Tier 1 will have the same guy, don't you worry.
You know what my favourite bit is on the Sunday after the Liga? It's going straight to tier 1 chat.
No hay problemas con los neumáticos por ahora. Sigue cuidándolos.
Big up my line race.
They're just so competitive in tier 1. They're like a dog with a bone. I'm not going to go. It's either all or nothing. A lot of the time they'll end with nothing.
I think
Julius. What's that?
Tier 1 seems quite competitive. Last season.
Oh, really competitive, yeah. I'm just looking at Julius here. He's on fresh softs, he's chasing down Jay Gully, who's also got penalties. Julius is on for a podium. But Jenny Flynn, who's staying out, he's going to be at the
Llevas un ritmo sensacional, pero ten en cuenta que debes aguantar con estos neumáticos hasta el final.
Remember, he was in the same position as Matt G. Matt G decided to fit, Jennifer stayed out, and you can see the difference.
And I think you've got the data. I'm really curious right now what Jennifer's tyres are like. They don't look bad at all. You look at them on just the front left. Front right.
Jennifer's on 52% on his tyres.
Wow. And he's 8 traction. Getting out.
Yeah, and you look at Matt G, he's on 18% on his tyres, so he'd be a lot quicker, but I'm looking at the gaps in the time. I'm not sure there's going to be enough time to catch up to Jennifer for anybody below sort of. I think Jennifer's going to be big potential to get a few forward. I remember this one from Jennifer.
If then up the line, they'll let Jennifer go.
Yeah, and Jacob got penalty as well, yeah.
Also,
yeah, incredible driving from the Hong Kong driver. Yeah. He's got the DRS now. Here comes Jay Cullen, look, Jennifer Lee, he's finally going to get the move.
Look behind as well.
Look at Julius, he's like a rocket ship as well, the driver.
Down the inside lanes then.
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't want to lose time.
He's ripping the traction. The ripping the traction, Jenny just got straight up there. Still a flag, that is decent on the logo jet back. The traction, Jenny just got out of there. That may have played impressive. It's almost as if Jenny sort of goes into some practice sessions, lights up the British tires, and sort of goes down and then cracks on. It's consistent so far. The lap times from this was very similar to Jenny.
Tell you what, Jenny could be the ninth. Julius a podium. Well, could be 9-2 here. No, there goes Julius. Because Julius needs to stay with Jay Cullen. He's got to try and catch
Bien, así se hace. Qué buen adelantamiento.
Now, this allows Julius to battle Jay Cullen, which now allows Jenny to come back into play again.
I'm really surprised that Sauber it doesn't look like the two stock has worked in this particular race. It's really surprising.
It's impressive. Go out now. Then it can just compare those tyres to even get a bit more like this. But it's still an open save instead of this. Look, Jenny is probably one of the most performing drivers. Pretty with a 3-second time and the race leader. It's Jake Wilmer because look, I think that's 2 seconds out of Pretty's time. Earlier on,
This is where Vicious needs to get a move on. He's gonna take the 5 from shot. Sean's got damage and he's on mediums that are on 50% wear. But it's Jenny Lee. They don't seem Sean's for left any time.
front left, not looking very good now. So I've just looked at Jennifer's temperature on here. It says 86, 89 for the front left.
It's only 61% wet.
So they're really punishing the tyres now.
It's the only thing that would just mess Jennifer now. Like, if he goes too early, he spins out and something like that. But he's not going to get a punch her with 2.5 laps to go.
Well, we said that before. We said about Theo Cullen sprint last season at Bahrein, but look, he went straight up and then had a puncher.
Right, yeah. And here comes Julius on Jay Cullen. Even with that time penalty, he wants to win it on track and go on to the penultimate lap here in Bahrain. And he's just sending the long way around Jay Cullen.
A bit of a hot shot now.
On the back of it now.
Long head, you got a nice time going through the track limits.
Love the
Sermoname as well.
What's that?
It's just called Sermoname at the moment. I'm not going to say it on the stream. But now,
points in this race, so well done to him as we go on to the socks until the end. Vicious Vickers still not able to get past Shaw, which is really surprising. Great. They are now starting to catch up with Jenner. The gap has been reduced by a second and a half, down to 6.5. Still chaos. This is it's a great drive from Jenner. If I was Sean, if I was Vicious Vickers, if I was Giant Stick, I would be disappointed not being able to get past the likes of Sean and Jenner. Sean with damage and old tyres, and Jenner with damage and old tyres.
Bien, última vuelta. Ganemos esto.
Needs to stop pushing. He doesn't need to push. Jay Gullen's got a penalty. He's guaranteed to him. Hold it all the way. Vicious Vicar, I've seen him in the background trying to get past Sean. Wasn't able to do it again. They have narrowed the gap to 5.9 to Jennifer. They've got the gap here. Jennifer went for the one stop and it's going to pay off here. 20 odd laps on the 21, I think, on the 20 laps on the hards, and he's going to get to the end of the race and win. Unbelievable. Sorry, not win. Not win. He's going to get to the end of the race and finish P4 in front of Sean and Vicious Vicker. But here comes Chris. Yeah,
in the final corner. It's the first time Chris has done that, and he wins in Bahrain in tier 4. It's now Jay Cullen in P2 with a 3-second time, but he's going to finish on track in P2, but drastically drop down to P3. Going to help Julius, he's going to be happy, but it was a great race for both of them as Julius takes P2 and Jacob P3. There's Jenny, 20 laps on the hard compound left. Oh, impressive stuff as Sean trying to hold off Vicious Vicker. But then drops into P6, Vicious Vicker P5, Giant Stick P7. After a nice race, not consistently moves out as Mad Riot starting at the top, moves out his teammates. He finishes P8 and Shining Small, a bit of an incident at the start with Doug, and they should bring it home to 9 with a 2-second time penalty. As now Oliver James is up actually between Sinders and Oliver James. So we're going to keep this race going so far. There's Oliver James struggling to get the grips. He's trying to get the consistency corner, but it's a bit like corner so far. It's now right on the gearbox, so it's going to be Sinders right behind him. Chris Flannery all the way down to the final corner. He's trying to get a bit of clean air as well. So just absolutely trying to swing the car through the corner. Look at how close he's managing to get. Who's he going to get? It's just before the line. He's got the slipstream. He's got to have a bit of the clean air. Is he able to do it? No, he can't. as that makes him go to P10. Oliver James got P12. Big Swiss goes P11. Oliver James P12. P13 is Honda Tech 94. It was a good race at the start, but a bit of an incident that occurred made it drop a bit more when he started. He finishes P15. By the way, Nick, remember you've got to pit bulls. Just a reminder. The race winner is pretty fast. As this is your finishing order, is P1, P2, P3, P4, get it, 5, 6, 6, 7, P8, D9, Sean Swarm, Shining Swarm, P10, Cinders, P11, K Swiss, Oliver James, P12, Honda VTEC, P13, P14 is Fabi, and the rest, I believe, have retired from the Grand Prix.
Who did you say driver of the day, Jon?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, yeah.
Is the race director. If anyone might require that later on. And we'll run the pit stops just for Nathan.
Yeah, what a great race. That was really, really enjoyable.
Oh, wow. That was an unbelievable race. It was great.
Just having a look. Yeah, that was really good race. I hope you all enjoyed that. But what a performance by Praise Julius, finishing in P2 from pole position. Finished 11 seconds behind Praise. That 14, but with the 3-second time penalty. But what did you make of that one? Your first return back on comms in 2026, and for quite a while. Did you enjoy that one, Jon?
Absolutely amazing. I enjoyed every second of that. But I think we've got to do the usual one. A few interviews, Nathan?
Well, 2 of them are on. One's on Steam, one's on Xbox.
If they join the voice chat, Discord, remember, I've got it set to its own thing, so they should be able to be heard regardless.
Ah, right, brilliant. What? So just like in-game chat?
No, you can do it if they pull into the VC. The Discord chat will hear. They can hear them through my stream because I've got it set to Discord's link.
I don't know if they have access to that VC because it's a commentary box VC, isn't it?
We could always drag them in.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, if they want to do interviews, we can interview. Oh. Yeah, just give them a little tag, see what they want to do.
P2 was Julius. I don't know Julius's Discord.
PIIC Julius or something. Oh no, that's his thing.
GI.
1 second. Will I make a temporary channel in tier 4 and see if that works? Voice. Where do we go? Says Jay Gullen. You know what, Jon? Can you hear me, Jon?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just gonna.
I will leave you to interview these whilst I update everything. Is that all right?
That is completely fine, mate.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, thank you for actually joining me on comms. I've been waiting for this for such a long time.
It was so good. It was so good. Yeah, thanks, mate. I think there's another virtual chat you can go into, Jon, that they all have access to. You know, the one that everyone sits in when they're
the driver's
that
one.
one.
Yeah, I'll join that one then.
All right.
Absolutely fabulous race for everyone's joined the VC. So we'll start with. Sadly, we cannot have Priz join us. He's got a race. So we'll start with. We'll have Priz join us. Jay Gullen start first. So Jay Gullen, the race. It was long. It was interesting for you as well. Jay Gullen, how would you say it was on your side? For you as well.
Yeah, I mean, quite stressful. Just when I got a 3-second time penalty, I was panicking. When I got a three, just kind of trying to keep my consistency up, trying not to crash, racing, and stuff like that.
Obviously, what were the tyres like? It was a long race on the strategy you had done. What were your tyres like?
So I mean they weren't that bad. I mean, I'm not very good with tire management, but I don't know how, but my tires actually managed to stay with me. I think I was very end of the race for my hards. I think I was on like 40% tire wear. I was just trying to keep the consistency up, making sure to like ease onto the throttle so I don't get too much spin in tire wear.
That is understandable and fair because tyre wear around Bahrain is quite high. Let's move to qualifying as well. How were you feeling in qualifying? You were rapid. You were quite quick.
Well, with qualifying in the first, I was kind of just messed up my first lap. I went my second lap on used soft, and it was like a decent lap, and not the best, but yeah, I just didn't push too hard because I just wanted a solid lap. And then in Q2, I got a pretty good lap in. Also in that, I wasn't fully pushing, but I feel like I did pretty good in that. Then I just did one lap and then sat back. And then in Q3, I just went all out. It was really annoying because in sector 3 on one of the last corners, I messed up my exit, so then I lost like 2/10. So that was very annoying. I think overall quality pretty good.
No, great stuff, and thank you for this. Thank you. It was a pleasure to watch you race. As you now move on to Julius, the man who was absolutely on a rampage to try and get P2, which he eventually got.
Hey, hello everyone. Thank you. It was a hard race to be honest. Uh, After the incident with Giant Stick, I needed to recover. So I tried my best, tried to extend as much as possible the mediums, and I think I got good pace at the end with the soft ones, but it was impossible to catch over Priest. He was so fast, so very well deserved for him.
So obviously qualifying. We'll go start with qualifying this time. Throughout there, you were pretty consistent. You were fast. You were on a rampage in qualifying as well. What would you say the pace was like?
Yes, so probably I was expecting to have some safety cards and maybe change on the strategy, but the initial intent was to push as much as possible, medium red. But as I say, unfortunately, with the incident, it was very difficult. When I exit the first pit stop, I got traffic, and that was the point where Priest was far from me. But even though it was a very good race, appreciate the cleanliness of everyone. A pretty nice tournament.
It's a wonderful message. What were the tires like as well at the start?
Yeah, so I wasn't suffering overheating to be honest. I think the pressure we set up was okay, but at the end, the pace from Priest, it was impossible for me. So there, I think there was nothing I can do.